for the Lego NES Build-A-Thon number 4 or 5. I meant to say 5. It's number 5. 4 was last night. Number 5. This is where we left off. This is the Dapper version. The Dapper stream.
How do they know? It's just your hands.
Now you can see my jacket and
Not the Dapper string.
and just a bit of my shirt coming through there at the cuffs. So I think we're gonna finish this up tonight. Finally. Before I do that, let me continue my sober Janutober.
Oh yes, me too. Fine. Yes.
Went out to a fancy dinner tonight and maintained my sobriety. What's up, Pumpkin? How's it going tonight? Pumpkin says first. She beat C. Carrotson. What's up, Fire Gamer?
It feels like when you brag about your sobriety, that you're just taking a jab at me for not continuing my sobriety. Is it a subtle dig?
No, it's not a dig.
I'll be back on the game tomorrow. I had extenuating circumstances that I decided to make a curveball.
Pumpkin's playing D&D with her brothers, but she said hi.
Oh, that's nice. Well, this is a D&D lighthearted playlist, it says.
Yeah.
You can keep it on in the background.
Triple C said 2 days till I change my name. What's it going to be next time? Do you have anything lined up? Do you know? I mean, who knows? You might discover something tonight in the stream that inspires your next name change. So
Don't yell at me. Hold on, I have to fix the music.
what's it doing now?
Every time I have to put on the chat and I have to listen to the ad or skip it and it pauses the music.
Oh.
Hold on. Your hand looks very fancy.
I said it was the Dapper stream.
Why
So
don't
it's
you
time.
why don't you do Dapper every time? Wouldn't that be silly?
Wait. Triple C said D&D is in some drama right now that was bought by Hasbro.
Huh? That's crazy.
Is Hasbro fucking with them? As always happens when these types of things occur.
Hi everybody. I can't show that I'm dapper. I don't
How's come?
I don't have anything to show. You can show them my. Oh, it's too staticky. My curled locks.
Yeah,
I've
there's
curled my locks.
some curly hair.
I've got on a fancy sweater. I'm doing my nails at the moment, so you can't see those.
Let's see bag
I
number.
had a high-heeled shoe.
Oh yeah, you did.
It's not here anymore.
Can we have bag number 19,
No,
please?
I can't. This is just a tiny bag. Pumpkin says, interesting.
About what?
Maybe the D&D.
About Hasbro?
Fucking with them bad. People are pushing back, says Carrot. See Carrotson.
What are they doing to what are they doing to the game? What's going on with Dungeons and Dragons? Just gonna open up some of Reese's Pieces. We talked about Reese Witherspoon last night, and if she was the one who bought this game, these would all this Lego set. These would all be Reese's Pieces that we'd be putting on whenever she does Legos.
I don't think that joke went very good the first time, and you're telling it a second time
I'll
now.
continue to tell it for the rest of time. Anytime Reese Witherspoon sits down to do Legos with people, she's playing around with Reese's Pieces.
Well, you don't call them Nick's Pieces.
Well, I don't have a candy named after me that would make it funny and hilarious.
Stop. You have some things named after you. How does it feel to like have your name be the word when somebody like accidentally gently slices themselves? I mean I nicked myself today when I was shaving my leg. Oh man.
I've never thought about it. But
Isn't it
people
weird
also
that's
say
your
it.
name?
It's also a synonym for when people steal things. I nicked it from the market.
Oh, that's not good. I didn't know that.
You didn't?
I've never heard that.
It's more of a British thing.
Ah. Oh. What's that from?
Huh?
What's that from?
What's it from? In particular, I think there's like this. I think it was from that video where. Maybe it's from that one. Where the guy is getting Japanese people to read curse words in English,
Oh. Yeah.
and that's
I
like
bet that is.
when they're, instead of saying oh, they do more of like a drawn out
Yeah.
exaggerated version, but it's like they're really interested. Oh.
This is good ASMR for your channel.
The scratching. Yeah.
The filing of my nails. Fire Gamer says, when I joined last stream, I was super tired, so I left and went to sleep and noticed you started the Mario background.
Yep. We're gonna finish this thing up. This is about the last of it.
C. Carrotson says, they had wanted to roll out an update that fucks with people who are interested in making their own modes or something like that. I don't follow D&D too much, more of a Warhammer fan. Maybe Pumpkin knows. Pumpkin, do you know anything about this garbage? Is that what we're supposed to call it? This garbage? I keep seeing people type it that way.
That's what.
Did you start it that way?
No, I say garbage,
Oh.
not garbage. I don't say garbage.
Anyone
Oh,
know how to get
shit.
rid of a headache? Electrolytes! I usually take, if you don't want to take ibuprofen, I'll take a teaspoon of sea salt, put it in the palm of my hand, throw it in my mouth, and swoosh it down with some water, rather than drinking a whole glass of salt water. That'll do the trick a lot of times.
I think that's crazy talk.
No, the electrolytes, that's what you got. That's what you gotta do.
I think you sound like some sort of kook.
No! If she doesn't want to take a medication for it,
What if she does want to take a medication?
well then you take ibuprofen.
Some people prefer Tylenol.
I don't think Tylenol works for headaches personally. I've never had success with Tylenol when I've had a headache.
Some people swear by it.
Mm-hmm.
They say, I swear I'm going to take this Tylenol because I have a headache right now. Yep, that's what they do. They don't like being fucked with.
She said she'll try it. You gotta have a good amount of salt. You don't want to be stingy on it.
Like the whole shaker.
No, like a teaspoon worth. Like a teaspoon of salt. Maybe a little more if you've got a really bad headache. Or you can soak in a bath with some Epsom salts. That'll do a similar thing, but the drinking is the fastest.
Don't soak in a bath with Epstein salts.
No, not like that.
Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do.
Carrot says, wait a minute, is this screen gonna turn to make it look like a real TV?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Quite.
Carrot.
It quite is.
Didn't you realize what's going on?
She says
there?
pink Himalayan. That's a good brand. That's a good kind of salt.
We've got some of that.
We carry pink Himalayan and Redmond's real salt. We primarily use the Redmond's real salt, but I do have, I have to order that, so I always have some regular pink Himalayan just in case I run out.
That's not very politically correct
What?
to call it Red Man's
Redmond.
salt.
Not Red Man. Redmond. Like a last name. R-E-D-M-O-N-D.
I believe what they prefer to be called is Native American.
That's not what I'm talking about, you ding dong.
Not Red Man.
Oh.
There used to be a chewing tobacco called Red Man.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to chew it, you see.
You did?
Yeah.
Why?
After I watched The Sandlot for the first time, remember they have the scene in the carnival where
It's been a long time since I've watched that movie.
they all do chewing tobacco, and
Don't
then
they get
end
real
up,
sick?
yeah, they end up throwing up. And I told my grandpa, I was like, I want to try chewing tobacco, and he said, okay. And he took me down to the corner store at near my mama and papa's house. He's like, which one do you want? And I was like, I don't know. What should I get?
Kids eating
He's
that
like,
and barfing made you want to have that?
I wanted to try it. I wanted to see what it tasted like. And he was like, how about Red Man? And that was like one of the most popular ones. And then at the last second, I wouldn't do it. I was like, no, I don't think I want to do it anymore. So he was going to let me. He would have.
I'm sure he would have.
Because he probably would have laughed at me vomiting all over myself if I
Yeah.
would have gone through with it.
Pumpkin says it's by Himalayan Chef. I've never heard of that brand, but that sounds fantastic. Ghoulies here. Everybody says hello.
What's up, Ghoulie?
Pumpkin says good movie. Carrot says chewing tobacco is the most foul thing you can do. Horrendous. Mr. Dorfus says hello. Hello, Mr. Dorfus. Hope you've got a joke of the night coming here soon. We're ready. Nick's jokes of the nights are bothering everybody.
Hey. Hey, Carrot. I'm gonna send you through the United States Postal Service. I'm gonna send you. Maybe I'll send you a nice pack of chewing tobacco.
Why would you send that to Carrot? Oh, because he said it's so gross and horrendous?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's mean.
It's the old don't knock it till you try it.
Maybe he's tried it. Maybe that's why he thinks it's horrendous.
I've never tried it. But I'm not saying, I'm not over here on a high horse like Carrot is. Maybe we'll do a chewing tobacco stream sometime.
No, let's not.
Wife's not home, chewing tobacco stream. Coming soon.
Stop. Funny thing is, if wife's not home, you can't stream most of the time.
How's come?
Because somebody's got to be watching those kids.
Well,
Pumpkin would have to help you out.
I could do it on a day they're not here if they go over to.
They're not going over there anymore. Not for 3 more months.
Well, maybe your mom will take them one day so I can do a tobacco stream.
Good luck. Carrot says, don't chew tobacco, kids. Mr. Dorfus wants to know why you're wearing a suit. He's really excited about the Legos.
Jorfus is?
No, you are. That's why you're wearing
Oh
a
yeah,
suit.
yeah. I was very excited. I'm wearing a suit because we had a fancy dinner tonight. We went out to a big fancy restaurant.
It's called Eddie You should say it in your... I was already about to say it in your voice.
We went out to a local restaurant called Eddie Merleau's, and
That got really terrible at the end.
I had bison. I had a bison
Ribeye.
ribeye of 18 ounces.
Was it 18 ounces?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Is it?
You ate all of that. I mean, I had 12 ounces of steak, and I was quite... Actually, I gave you a little bit of mine.
And I had the bacon wrapped shrimp, as well as a crab cake that I
And
split with you.
a beef wonton.
Yeah, we had some. What do they call those? Pot stickers.
Ghoulie says I get to see my lady tomorrow, and Pumpkin said his lady.
Well, he said things are going very well last night.
Carrie says he's gonna send a Chewini turd in the mail to you. My coworker has Chewinis. Sierra's got Chewinis.
Does she?
Yeah. I think no, maybe not. I don't
That's
know
a
if
mix
she's got-
between a wiener dog and a chow,
Yeah, that's
of
what she-
course.
No,
What?
Chihuahua and wiener dog. Yeah, that is what she at least had one. I don't know if both of her dogs were Chewinis, but one of them, I think the one that just passed away was.
I think it's actually a chow.
No, it's not a
That's what-
chow. It's not a chow. It's not a chow.
I'm thinking of a.
No. Mr. Dorfus says, that's great, Ghoulie. Make sure to make a lot of clapping sounds with her. And Ghoulie says, we will be clapping a lot. We will be so happy and excited. Pumpkin said, fancy. about your suit, I think,
Mm.
for our dinner.
It was a fancy dinner, a big fancy restaurant.
Mr. Dorfus said they will tell Nick and Jesse, fancy seeing you here.
Ha!
Yes,
Look
they
at you
will.
go.
He said, Ghoulie said things improved today, but nothing too major.
Hmm.
And Carrot confirms it's a mix between a wiener and a chihuahua.
I think you mean a chow.
Oh, Pumpkin says that my coworker has Dachshunds.
Oh.
I thought she was talking to her client who had a Chiweenie. They were talking about Chiweenies
Hmm.
today.
They're talking about your weenies.
Chiweenies.
Who's weenies?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, Dachshund and Chihuahua. That's the same thing.
What's going on? Crap.
What have you done? What have you done? What have you done? What have you done? Done.
This beast doesn't want
It's not a beast.
to... A beast.
A
There.
beast.
There. Okay. Does anyone here have a chow? A chow dog?
Chow dog.
Huh? Do you have a chow dog?
Me?
Yeah.
You know what kind of dog I have.
You know what happens when you have a chow and won't stop jumping up on you? Chow down. Hey, chow down. And then everyone starts eating food and you're like, no, 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 not yet. I wasn't talking about dinner. I was talking about the dog.
That's a dumb joke. I like it though. I like your silly jokes. I do.
I thought it was a great joke.
Thanks.
You're welcome. That didn't make any sense. What just happened?
But it kind of did at the same time. Fire Gamer says, open the door. Mr. Dorfus is ready for his joke. 4 engineers get into a car. The car does not start. Mechanical engineer. The starter is damaged. The electrical engineer. The battery is discharged. Chemical engineer. Impurities in the gasoline. Systems engineer. Guys, what if we get out of the car and get back in? I think that's it. I might have told it funny.
Maybe the systems engineer is gonna...
Yeah, because there isn't, always like turn it off and turn it back on again.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. I see what you got going on there.
Anyone watch a good movie today? You guys watching any good movies today?
Carrot says, too bad Warrior isn't a Chiweenie.
He's just a
Ghoulie
weenie.
says, I have a German Shepherd and a dog who is basically a dog cocktail of breeds.
Oh, a mutt, as they call him. Guys play any good games today? Read any good books? What have you been getting up to in the world of media and entertainment? How have you been entertaining yourselves this afternoon? Almost at the end of this.
Carrot says, every day he gets closer to unsubbing.
What in the... Well, he's threatened it about 1,000,000 times. Every day I get closer to banning him. So how about that?
Taking away his wrench.
Yeah. Drop the ban hammer. Unwrench his ace. I'll end your precious field trip pretty damn quick.
Mm-hmm. Sure will. Pumpkin says her tattoo is itchy. She got tattooed the other day on the inside of her bicep. That is probably very itchy.
What is it kind of tattoo?
I think it had some flowers and like mushrooms and crystals and some of that cool stuff. Sierra did it for her.
Oh. How fancy. Did she do a good job for you?
Not for you. Pumpkin, how did your dad's surgery go? You doing all right? if that's personal, you can text me. I meant to text you a little bit ago, but my phone has been having some service issues. Oh, she said it went well.
Please.
Good. You're glad to hear that. I was worried about him. Mr. Dorfa says he plays The Cursed Travels of Forgotten Seal. Mr. Cheese is back. He says hello. Hello,
What's up, Mr. Cheezel?
Carrot says you can't ban me. I'm a hive mind. I'll make 300 alternate accounts.
Then I'll ban all of them too. I'll create an AI system to ban anything that's picked up as being one of the hive mind units that comprise the carrot system.
Ghoulie says, talked to my girl, had a basketball game, we lost, and played some Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the PS5.
Sounds like a solid day, except for your basketball team losing.
Mr. Jorfa says, because you're a mod. I'm not sure. No, because Carrot.
Carrot.
And then Carrot says, what mode, Ghoulie? Fire.
This isn't Wuss Tunes anymore.
It's on the Woostoon station. I'll skip this one.
This is too strong. This is too... There we go. That's better.
There, I just had to get to the end. Fire Gamer said, why do I feel like you guys forget I'm even alive? Did I miss one of your comments?
Are you skipping over Fire Gamer?
Well, he said open the Nor and you didn't say anything. Well, I said that.
Oh,
But I don't know what that means. Do you know what that is? N-O-O-R? The Nor?
No,
I don't know what that is either.
Explain further, please, Fire Gamer. The N-O-O-R. Does anyone else know what that is? So you could make us hip to it.
Pumpkin says that he is in some pain now. I hope that that passes for him quite quickly and that he's able to rest and sleep through most of that with medication. He's a good dude. We don't want him feeling bad. We'll send him some beef jerky or something. Whatever he needs. Carrot says Nick is a forgetful person.
Now hold on a second.
Pumpkin watched the Count of Monte Cristo. Mr. Dorfus says, looking good. Wuss Tune's not wuss enough, says Carrot. And then he said, how dare you?
Who watched the Count of Monte Cristo?
Pumpkin.
I've never seen this film. Is it good?
You've never seen it?
No.
I haven't either, but it sounds like something you'd see.
Well, is that the one with Guy Pearce? Wasn't he in that? You know Guy Pearce?
Yeah.
You don't hear about him much these days. Remember the film Memento?
Yeah.
You guys ever seen Memento? That's an interesting Hollywood film to watch. It's a good movie. I haven't seen it in years. You know when I watched that movie? When I had the monthly membership to Blockbuster Video.
Mr. Dorfus' question says, drink? I think he's asking what you're drinking. Fire Gamer said that the Noor reference is a meme. And then Kara says that Jess doesn't know what those are. I don't. I don't know any memes. I know a couple. I know a few, like probably the super popular ones.
I don't know what that one is though. I don't know.
Open the Noor is a meme, says Fire Game. Yeah, I'm not familiar with. Should I Google it? Do you want me to look it up so we can discuss it? We can discuss the ramifications of the Open the Noor meme.
Yeah, you can do that. Because I feel like I'm pretty plugged into meme culture.
Ghoulie had to leave. He said sorry.
Oh.
Had to tell his old man good night because he's awesome. You know, that's great. You should always do that. We hope our kids always do that.
Hope so.
Pumpkin says it's an adventure drama. Let me open this up.
What, the Count of Monte Cristo?
Did you read that? Haven't you read that?
No, I've not read it. Haven't read it, haven't seen it.
I don't know. It looks like an older fellow on somebody's their Ring camera, and he's just sticking his tongue out, and it says "Open the Noor."
Oh, I'm guessing he was saying door.
Probably.
I missed that. I haven't seen that before.
Here, it's on Know Your Meme.
What's the origination date?
Well, that's what I'm looking at. It was added 27 days ago on this website.
Oh, okay.
It's a
so
viral video.
So it's a recent one that I just haven't seen yet.
It's a drunk old man at the front door saying "open the door" when he was trying to say "open the door." It was a segment only in Ohio memes.
Oh, really?
Of course. The video is followed by a young man saying, "I think it's about time I get the fuck out of Ohio. It's 8 in the morning. I'm just trying to have my morning coffee." I guess that man was being strange. Those things do happen in Ohio. There's not a lot to do around here sometimes. Depends on the time of year.
Happened at our old house one night. An old drunk man came and knocked on the door at like 2 in the morning.
Yeah,
Remember that?
kind of.
And
Yeah.
he said his, I was like, can I help you? He's like, oh, my old lady and I
Is
are,
that the guy with the dog?
yeah.
And his dog shit all in our yard and he just left it there. Slept
Yeah,
on our
he's like-
porch that night.
He's like, my old lady and I are having it out and I don't think I can go back home. I was going to see if I could hang out right here on your porch. And I was like, yeah, I guess. Go ahead.
And that he did.
And he sat there for some time and then slept on the front porch and he was gone when I woke up in the morning. So,
But his dog shit all in our front yard and I stepped in it, I think. Just kind of not very nice to
yeah.
leave that there for me.
Yeah, it wasn't a nice thing to do. But
Maybe he was struggling.
we were being good Samaritans, I guess.
Ghoulie says he played Rummy with his parents. That's nice.
I've never played Rummy. I never played that game before.
Oh, I like Rummy.
I don't even know what you do.
Didn't we learn? I thought somebody taught us how to play that. Because I didn't. Somebody taught me how to play that, like in my adult life after I knew you. I think it was. I thought it was maybe Dale.
Dale.
Dale and Emily, but maybe it was. I don't know. Who
Taught
it
you
was.
to... Ah! Fuck it!
No.
No!
That was like a Jesse move.
Hold on now.
You're not even drinking.
I know.
It's your fancy suit. It's hindered your ability to move properly.
Luckily,
Yeah, Rummy's a card game.
it's not too catastrophic. It was just one piece. There we go. Okay.
Kara says he can beat you in a fight with Warrior's help. Well, I hate to tell you, Kara, but if you touch Warrior like just incorrectly, he acts like he can't walk for a week and a half.
Yeah, I don't think Warrior's winning any fights.
He'll play dead, and he'll hope that somebody... Yeah, if you pick him up wrong, he does that. Oh, he's coming over to here. Here he's tippy toes. Are you guys making fun of me? Mr. Dorfus says, open the door, Mike. I have a present. I have a Mr. Pillow. And then Pumpkin says, no. Everybody says no. There's like 10 no's. Pumpkin says, it's okay, guys. We got it.
Yep, it's okay. It looked worse than it actually was.
It was very loud.
Yeah.
It looked pretty gnarly. I thought it was gonna... If it would have fallen off the table, we would have been in trouble, I think.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been good. I won't be dropping it off the table.
I don't want anybody to make fun of me ever again after that.
What? Come on, that was one thing. It's like
Okay,
it was
well when
because
I
the
do it,
thing
it's
folded.
like a piece punches off when I try to attach it.
Well, that's all that happened here.
Mm-hmm. Everybody acts like I'm a clumsy old fool.
Well,
Meanwhile,
you are a clumsy old fool many of times.
Can you guys believe he's talking about me like this?
Well, yeah, I think they probably can with the way that you...
Pumpkin wants to know how the cat is. Good. His fur looks pretty clumpy on his feet still. I think he's got some residue, but he seems to be fine.
Talking about spray
Yeah.
after his incident.
Yeah, the cat got some glue traps stuck to his feet. We don't keep glue traps here, but we're doing some renovations in the basement, and there were some glue traps in the utility closet from the previous owners of our home. And the cat must have gotten in there when we were moving stuff around, and he got glue traps stuck to his little kitty paws. Looked like they were cell phones stuck to his feet. He looked ridiculous. And Warrior says, clumsy pooper divorce. Fire Gamer says, one day I built a Lego and picked it up to move it and dropped it and it fell to pieces. I was so pissed.
Yeah, that's a bad...
That's sad. takes a long time to build one of these little guys. What, Moyer? Hello.
This wasn't lined up properly somehow.
Did you just put it together? Was it already come that way?
No. I'm trying to figure out what needs to happen here. I think that's...
Mr. Dorfus says my cat is a phonic. What does that mean? Do you know what that means?
a phonic?
A-P-H-O-N-I-C.
I'm not sure about that. I don't know that word. I never learned that word in school.
In school. You idiot.
What? I didn't.
You graduated school like forever ago. It's been almost like, what, like almost 20 years now?
Yeah?
Well, you've had time to pick up a dictionary since then.
Well, I'm just saying, I never learned it in school.
Like, once, like, it's their responsibility to teach you everything you need to know for the rest of your life.
Why else did you go?
Ghoulie says, my cat died and my other cat got rehomed. Well, that's terrible. That's not good at all. It happened 3 years ago. He's over it. Well,
Oh, that's good.
I'm glad it's the pain has passed, but that's still... I lost a bunny last year. That was pretty hard. He was my buddy the bunny, and I don't appreciate Carrot talking trash about bunnies.
Carrot only likes
Rats.
rats and
You know, he said bunnies are stupid idiots.
he likes chinchillas.
Although Pumpkin told me a horrible story about bunnies.
Okay, hold on now.
You don't even care.
Look, I've got it's like a Lego sandwich.
Mmm.
I want to take a bite of it.
Don't
Look
take
at
a
it.
bite, you dummy.
It just feels like something you want to take a...
Well, don't do that.
It's like a big burger. It's a Lego burger.
Stop it with the Lego.
You can imagine if you were if you were like a Lego monster, like a big Lego guy,
Why would
and
you
you-
be a big Lego guy?
and you ate Legos for your sustenance, this would be a big deal. This would be like the fancy, you go to a fancy restaurant for this.
Well, good thing you've already got your suit on for it.
I know, there.
Stop.
Okay, let's move these things out of the Wii.
Mr. Dorfus says a person or animal who has totally or partially lost their voice due to disability or difficulty in the use of vocal cords. Well, that's crazy. That happens to me sometimes, but it comes back.
Well, then you're not what he's talking
Well,
about.
I know, but I sympathize with those who cannot speak.
Well,
Because sometimes I can't.
I think you're being a little disingenuous.
No, I'm not. I am not. You probably wish I lost my voice more often than I do.
No.
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy. Hold on a second.
Pumpkin says she's debating on bringing a cat into her home.
Oh.
Is it a cat that you already can see and that you've already had a rapport with, or do you just want to find a cat and bring it into your home? Are you just having a soft spot in your heart for like a stray kitty who's coming around? What's the deal with this cat? You gotta know. Ghoulie says it was Wabbit season. Pumpkin says it's a forbidden burger. Lego sandwich, says Dorfus. Pumpkin says forbidden Lego burger. Carrot asks if we know the bunny copy pasta. I don't. Do you?
The bunny copy pasta? I don't know that one.
Mr. Dorfus says partially.
Okay. look.
Partially so. Maybe
there.
Jess has it. Maybe I have it.
Have what? The bunny copy pasta?
No, the lose your voice and you can't talk thing. I've had it since I was a kid. My
Yeah.
mom used to think I had a problem.
Sounds like a bunch of horse shit to me.
Oh, Pumpkin says she wants to adopt a cat or find one. That's sweet.
Maybe you can take in a stray.
Yeah, keep
Go
an eye
search
out. We
for a
see him around
stray.
the shop a lot.
One night, a strange cat I've never seen before and haven't seen since, wandered up onto our deck and
Here?
just meowed around for like 2 minutes and then went back down the stairs off into the woods and never seen him again.
Oh, I hope he's okay. Think that was the last night he was alive?
No, he's fine. Give me bag number 20, please. Put it right here. Thanks.
got one finger left. Just one finger.
Good job.
Carrot says, my puppy is getting old. She's got gray hairs now. I resent that.
You resent it?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Just because you have gray hair doesn't make you old. Some people just have gray hair.
You
And
did
they're
just say
perfectly young and whippersnappery.
we've been out of high school for 20 years.
No, we haven't.
I need this right here.
What do you need?
Is there a bag number 20 part 2?
Oh yeah, there's 20. Is it 20 right now? Yeah,
Yes.
there's 220.
Yes.
I'm sorry. It's confusing when they do that.
I know.
Julie says my 5-year-old mutt is already graying at the mouth.
How long do mutts live, typically?
It depends on the breeds. They can live a long time if they're the right kind of mix.
Well, I hope we got the luck of the draw.
Warrior's a mutt. Probably gonna live forever. Chester was a mutt and he lived to be like 80.
Yeah.
I don't know how that dog lived. He like lived forever.
In dog ears.
Yeah. He was legitimately almost 20 years old.
I know. He's
Just an old raggedy little weirdo.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knows what he was. I'd like to one day get another Chester dog.
Would you?
Yeah. I love Chester.
He wasn't too bad.
Everybody hated him. Fire Gamer says, I have tons of hallucinations. Oh goodness.
What?
Might want to look into that. I don't think that's a good thing.
Well, maybe he's having them on purpose.
Oh, like he's doing the, what are you talking about? Smack?
Smack?
He's doing some smack.
Maybe he's doing too much smack. Are you doing smack and that's why you have hallucinations?
Are you
Or-
having them on purpose? Are you having them in a, you drink too much coffee, not enough sleep? Sometimes you can get hallucinations from that.
You can get hallucinations from curry if it's too hot.
And if you get, I think if you get a UTI, you can get hallucinations. Did you know that? I think so.
Can you?
I think because it can like turn into, I think like,
Turns into toxic shock syndrome.
no, that's from something different. Pumpkin says she'll find a street rat. Dorf has lost 2 dogs. Carrot says I've had this little bastard since she was 2 weeks old.
That's a long time.
Those little dogs live a long time.
I didn't think you're even allowed to adopt a dog at
He
that.
fostered.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Sometimes you get those in different circumstances.
Yeah. Usually the breeders make you wait.
Well,
They
yeah.
say, you can't have your doggy yet. You can come and look at it, but not taking him home today.
Stop it.
That's what they do. I've talked to these people.
No, you haven't. Pumpkin said my chocolate lab and golden retriever mix was a pretty dog. That sounds pretty. Carrot says sniffing glue. That can cause hallucinations. Ghoulie says don't be like Bigfoot who was on the smack. Yes. Fire Gamer said something and then he retracted it. So we'll never know what it is.
Unless someone else caught it.
But I don't know. Fire Gamer, we don't know what you said. If it was interesting, you can say it again. Or even if it's not interesting, you can say it again anyway. Ghoulie Dude says, oh no, my bladder is infected. Now I see these shadows stalking my every move. Oh no!
That sounds like, hey, here's an idea. Someone out there make a creepy pasta about getting a UTI. But then the hallucinations that you have of the pee-pee monster actually come true.
What the pee-pee monster?
That could be a real creepy pasta right there. And you go to the doctor and he's like, oh, you're seeing things? That's your UTI kicking in. And you're like, oh, okay. Well, that's a relief. And then you go back home and you start having your hallucinations and you're like, well, I don't need to take my UTI medicine because it's no big deal. It's just my urinary tract infection kicking in. And then you see him coming down the hall and then you feel a spray of piss all over yourself before you're gobbled up
No.
because he got to you because you didn't take your UTI medication because you didn't think it was a big deal, but it was because he was in real life.
That's not true.
And that's a brand new creepypasta right here, originated on the Super Divorce YouTube channel. The PP
Oh,
Monster.
Carrot wants to know what's with the
What's with it?
Yeah, like what's the deal with the...
That's what they say when you
No.
want to take your dog home
Just
early.
in general, what's with the...
What do you mean what's with it?
You do it all the time.
That's what they say. It's what you say when it's a polite.
Fire Gamer says, I see things I think of, or if I'm tired, I see shadows follow me. That can happen sometimes. Your brain plays tricks on you, your eyes play tricks on you.
Sometimes that's a symptom of what they call sleep paralysis. You heard that?
Yeah, that's different. He says when he's moving, like when if shadows following him, like he's walking around.
Oh, I thought
Not like in asleep.
not like in a sleep.
Ghoulie says not the pee-pee monster.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Pumpkin says she might have to go to bed, her head hurts. Well, we don't want your head to hurt. Nick just hit his head on the chandelier. So... Sorry you're not feeling better, Pumpkin. Maybe, do a hot compress on your head when you go to sleep. Get a nice, very toasty washcloth and put it on your face. That helps.
Remember what Ferris Bueller's dad says to him?
What?
Says, take a hot shower and wrap a hot towel around your head.
Uh-huh.
And then he says, wrap a hot towel around my head? And then his dad says, yeah, and then? What comes after that? And then what? Say make yourself a bowl of soup. I can't remember what comes after that. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
Well, why'd you tell a story then?
Because I thought that I knew where it ended.
You didn't.
Now I forgot. But I do know that he at least told him to take a hot shower and wrap a hot towel around your head, and that will help you with your headache, maybe. Or to feel better if you're...
Mr. Dorfus says he has a crack head. Literally, you have a crack in your head. I hope that it's a healed crack, and you're not walking around with a crack in your head. Well, I mean, does everybody have a crack in your skull?
Everybody?
Yeah, sure, why not?
You got cracks in your
why not?
skull?
You know,
Your brains start flooding out and juices get everywhere.
and it's like a broken skull. But like, you know, you see the little crackety doos that.
Yeah, they don't go all the way through, or else
Well, that's not what I'm
your
talking about.
brain-blood barrier would be broken. You have brain fluids oozing out into your scalp and getting everywhere.
Babies have holes in their skulls at first, and they have a soft palate at the top, and their skull hasn't formed there. You can see their brains pulsing on the top of their heads with their heartbeat.
It's disgusting.
Well, you see it.
I don't like the soft spot. It's a silly...
It has a funny name.
What, the soft spot?
Yeah, I think it's called like the fontanelle.
The fontanelle. Little Lord Fontanelle.
I'm not sure if I made that up. Fontanelle.
Fondant. The fondant.
Yeah, it is the fontanelle. I was right. We're also known as the soft spot. And you know how it works? It's not a hole. It's because there's like four. It's like four plates. And then they come together and then they eventually fuse. But it's made so that the head, like the skull, can shift and move and rotate during birth. So it can get squished, and that's how some babies have cone heads like you.
Yeah, I had a cone head at
Because
first.
yeah,
My fontanelle got
screwed up.
fucked with.
Stop. You get fucked with. Oh, sorry, I was missing the chat, everybody. Fire Gamer said sometimes the shadows tell dark things, like to kill someone. That's probably not a good thing you shouldn't listen to those folks. And maybe, a few people said you might want to get someone to help you with that. I would suggest that. There might be some sort of alternatives that could be explored that might be able to help balance whatever's going on there,
Yeah, that would be a good thing to do.
Yeah.
It'd be a good, worthwhile.
Yeah, a worthwhile endeavor. And Ghoulie says, "Hey, better, swing better."
That's Ferris Bueller.
I know.
You didn't know that.
Carrot says, "Why are you telling us? Go see a psychiatrist. Nothing we can help you with." It's always good to seek help when you feel like something's off, No shame in the game.
It's not always good to seek help.
Not help. Jorphus wants to know what happens when you ignore them. Ghoulie says, "Compel them through the power of the Lord." Talk to Peter Popoff, says Carrot. Pumpkin says, "Good night." Good night, Pumpkin. Hope you have a wonderful evening and that your headache goes away, and give your dad all of our love. And
Did she do the salt?
I don't know.
Report back on the salt and let us know if it actually worked.
Sometimes the salt takes a bit. It's
Or
like
if Jess is a kook.
no, it really does help me. But it depends on the source of your headache. If it's like a stress headache or a tension headache and your muscles are sore up there.
What's an attention headache?
A tension headache, the salt's not going to do much for you.
Maybe if it's sea salt. Maybe it's...
Feel better, Pumpkin.
See ya, Pumpkin. Have a good evening and good night.
Mr. Jorphus says good night, and Carrot wants to know if you remember Peter Popoff.
Do I remember Peter Popoff? That name sounds very familiar. Who's Peter Popoff? Pop off a piece of my Peter. Remember that?
Yes.
From, what was that movie? Incredible Bosses.
Not. No. You've gotten everything backwards.
You thought it was called Incredible Bosses.
Well,
Silly name for a movie.
what was the movie? What was it? No, wasn't it a show?
No, it was Horrible Bosses.
No, it wasn't. No, it's not that. It was
Not that
show.
movie, I know.
It was the show.
What show? Peter Popoff?
No, there was a show that everybody used to watch. It had some dude with really curly hair.
What?
Oh,
A show with really curly hair?
stop.
What are you talking about?
It was like called. It took place in like an office type thing. It was like a TV, like a Netflix show that everybody watched. We never got into it. It was not called Incredible Bosses, but that's what I called it that one time.
I thought you were talking about the Jennifer Aniston movie.
No, not that.
Was
Because I remember Ivy used to watch it.
The IT Crowd? Was that it?
It wasn't called that, but
The Danger Boys.
no, it wasn't The Office. It was I think a little bit more silly than The Office. It was, what the fuck was that? It's gonna piss me off. I can't search for it. What would I search?
Silly comedy with guy with crazy hair. Work
workplace
show.
comedy.
Nerds.
Netflix.
I think it was about was it about programmers? Were they programmers? Did they work at a kind of an IT?
Maybe. I don't know. I never
facility?
watched the show. It's Always Sunny. It's like one of those shows, though. Like the same people that liked It's Always Sunny would watch this show.
Had the guy with glasses and big poofy hair
I feel like there was a poofy-headed guy.
parted down the side.
Are you just making stuff up?
No, I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the name of it because I never watched it either.
It's because we've gotten so far removed from the actual name, and we've always just called it that. now I can't unthink about it. Anybody know any workplace comedies? This would have been like 5 or 6 years ago that it was real big. Wasn't Parks and Rec.
Now you can only think of Incredible Bosses.
That's all I can think of. I don't know why I called it that. It had nothing to do. I swear everybody would talk about how funny it is, and I just thought it was stupid. It looked stupid.
But you never even watched it.
I never even watched it. Peter Popoff apparently was a dude that scammed a bunch of old people, said he could perform godly miracles. I thought he said ghouly miracles at first, but it's godly, and got exposed hard. The Office, nobody says, that's not The Office. Mr. Dreyfus says, skibbity bomb 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 bomb, yes, yes, yes. I don't know what that means, but it's funny. Who remembers the manic conch shell? Do you mean manic or magic? I feel like there was a magic conch shell. Wasn't that in one of those books we had to read in school?
The magic conch shell.
Yeah, they had to pass the conch around to, like, that's who got to talk. Remember? They're like on an island, maybe? Isn't there like a magic conch?
I don't know about that show.
No, I'm not a show, it's a book. It was a book. Maybe they made a movie out of it. My brain is a goddamn disaster right now. I don't know anything.
What have you done to yourself?
It's not Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but that was listed on some of the ones I was just looking at. Magic. Lord of the Flies, thank you. That's what I was looking for. I was like, didn't they all end up eating each other?
That's not the show.
That's not a show.
The
I
Lord
know.
of the Flies?
I know it's not the show. Fire Gamer asked if anybody remembered the magic conch shell.
Oh.
This was separate from the show discussion.
No.
But yes, did you read that book in school, Lord of the Flies? I remember that book went south. Did they end up?
Yeah,
did they
no,
eat each
I
other?
remember watching the movie, but I
Lord
don't,
of the Flies?
Yeah, we watched the movie in school.
Was there cannibalism?
I don't know. It was a bunch of little kids running around and
Oh, I know it was kids.
fighting with each other and a bunch of horse
Being
shit.
all shitty.
Yeah, a bunch of little shitheads running around.
Curly hair. I'm gonna type that in. He's like a lanky guy.
There's a guy with hair.
Yeah, there's a dude with hair.
The something boys.
No.
The Beantown boys. Four of those, eh? There you go. Like that.
Napoleon Dynamite, says Gooey.
No, not Napoleon. That's not a television program. That's one of the only movies I've really laughed out loud at the theaters over. I laughed my ass off the first time I saw that film. One of the few. Isn't that right, Jess?
Mm-hmm.
That was a good movie-going experience. It was. Don't loll at me.
Well,
It was a nice time at the cinema. Don't get that very often these days.
that's
Oh.
sad.
I have considered purchasing a subscription to the local movie theater. They sell subscriptions now.
Do they?
Mm-hmm. Similar to what they did with Movie Pass, but now it's through the individual cinema. Like, it's not, you can't use it at every movie theater imaginable like you could with Movie Pass. Did you guys ever get Movie Pass? Remember that was around for like a month? And then they were like, oh fuck. No one's making money off this. We gotta cancel it. It was like, you paid however much, $10 a month for a little card. and you could just walk into a theater and be like, I got my movie pass, and you could just go watch whatever movie you wanted.
When was this?
Probably back in 2015 or no,
It was
maybe
before COVID.
maybe 2016 or 17.
Yeah, but you had like the monthly payment, right?
Yeah, but you basically, if you saw one movie a month, you paid for the whole thing. You know, it was one of those deals, one of them gimmicks.
People saw too many movies, says Carrot.
Yeah.
And they're talking about Rick and Morty. Ghoulie said, do you drink 1% because you think you're fat? I think that's a Napoleon Dynamite reference.
Mm-hmm.
Fire Gamer says, I'm Pickle Rick. I hear a Jake in the box. What's a Jake in a box? Do you know what that is? A Jake in a box. And he said, but I don't have one. Well, that's not good. You mean a Jack in a box? If you're hearing a Jack in the box and you don't have one, I would get the fuck out of wherever you are. That sounds like something not to mess with. You don't have to fuck with that.
That sounds like Five Nights at Freddy's.
I would run away from wherever that is.
If you heard the old cliche Jack in the Box theme song. Now, hold on just a rootin' tootin' fuck.
What'd you do?
Here we go. I think it's, yeah.
Well, I probably won't figure it out tonight, but if I figure out what Incredible Bosses is, I will let everybody know. I will warn you now, the answer sounds nothing like Incredible Bosses.
There we go.
Sometimes I can't. Oop, okay, hold on.
What'd you do now?
Well, I accidentally my YouTube got lost, so I had to start it back up, and now I have to sit through the ad again till I can skip. Here we go. Okay, there. Now I can turn back on the music.
All right.
Or you can hum for people.
I'm not giving any hummers.
Hey,
Hey.
that sounds inappropriate.
No one even knows what that means anymore.
Yes, I do.
No, they don't. No one talks about hummers. Except the famous urban assault vehicle. But they call those H3s now. Not to be confused with
Well,
H3H3. We need, times 2. Put that right there. Is that what they're... Yeah, okay. Okay, and then,
Ghoulie says the only thing I remember from 2015 is the Cubs making it to the NLCS but getting swept in the series by the Mets. Mr. Dreyfus says this is looking good.
thank you, Jorfus.
Nick Ghoulie says, Nick, I was literally thinking about saying it's like the marionette from FNAF 2.
Yep. See?
Ah, and then he said puppet. I forgot that's what it's called because Dreyfus corrected him. Mr. Dreyfus says, you're welcome. And then Mr. Dreyfus also said, old wise tree music.
Is this old wise tree?
Sounds like it.
Tree music?
Sure, why not?
They wanted 2 of these, eh? Well, all right then. They want 2, and I'm gonna give it to them. This town needs a better class of Lego builder. I'm gonna give it to him.
Stop. Carrot says, Bro forgot the name puppet but knew it was a marionette. That's divine comedy. That's pretty good.
That's funny. That's what you call irony.
Yes. Jorfus says Lego knife. And Ghoulie says, Carrot, that's to be expected from me. That's okay. Ghoulie, I misplace my words all the time. And at least
She's talking about her crossword puzzles.
No, I'm not.
She misplaces her words. That's what she means. She can't find her crossword puzzle books that she leaves all over the house when you're trying to do your crosswords.
No.
Isn't that
You
right?
didn't even let me finish what I was saying.
Okay. Finish up.
I was just gonna say, and somebody still likes me.
I do still
Except you
like you.
yelled at me for crosswords that I don't even own.
You have lots of crossword puzzles.
I like one crossword puzzle book. I do love a good crossword puzzle book, but I don't make enough time to do them. I imagine one day when my life is like, I wake up in the morning and I have a cup of coffee and I can maybe do a crossword puzzle. We are years away from days like that.
Well, you know.
Ghoulie wants to know, is Nick doing impressions on requests now?
No.
Let's see.
No, I'm not.
Ghoulie says,
I can't do that.
well, Carrot said do an impression of Warrior. That's easy. You already did that earlier when you whined.
Did that one.
And then Ghoulie says do a Jay Leno impersonating Warrior.
Here he comes again. Can't even say his name without tippy steps. Just
Come here, Tippy Steps. He's running away because he knows he can't jump up here.
he's embarrassed. He's been exposed as a fraud. Low tech, they say. That's a little condescending that they would put low tech on it. It's not low tech. CRT televisions are incredible. I'm more impressed with how a CRT television works than an LCD monitor.
Is that the ones you were telling me about? How you have to do all the crazy stuff?
Yeah. There's an electron beam. Did you guys know this?
You hear about this?
CRT television back in the news, Kev. You ever heard about how a CRT television works? It's incredible.
I'm going to tell you that every time you do that impression, it gets less and less understandable what you're saying because it gets so ridiculous that you take it so far it's hard to hear the words.
There's an electron tube back here, and it shoots a beam of an electron beam at the front of the screen where there's glass and a layer of phosphor gas that it lights up when it's shooting at it. And the intensity of the beam basically determines how bright the signal is at that particular spot in the screen. And magnets, a magnet coil in the back here, pulls the beam from the left to the right, and then it turns off, and then the beam resets, and then it pulls it again over and over all the way down. Then once it reaches the bottom, it turns off and it resets up to the top, and then the beam's pulled across over and over and over, line by line. It builds your picture up line by line as you go, and it does it so quickly that your eye picks it up as one picture displayed on the screen, a frame as they call it. It's not lazy like your modern televisions where you just program basically all the little pixels, all these little boxes are gonna light up. It's fancier.
It is fancier.
It's incredible. It's more incredible than these newfangled fucking
We were
high.
talking about Wendigos in the chat. Wendigos back in the news.
But when to stay? Huh?
No.
You get it? Snap these on like so.
Carrot says gotta go to the store to get the tubes replaced.
And that's why they call it the boob tube.
Oh.
Or the tube. Flip on the tube.
And then Ghoulie said the spoopy Wendigo. And then Mr. Dorfus says it's just a humanoid deer. A big humanoid deer.
What, a Wendigo?
And Ghoulie says thank you for your cooperation. Is that what it's supposed to be? A humanoid deer? It looks so big.
What, a Wendigo?
Yeah?
I think of like the Wendigo from Marvel Comics. Doesn't look like a deer at all.
They have a Wendigo from the game.
Oh, from Until Dawn.
Yeah. Those are pretty tall and lankily looking.
Yeah. Okay, need a couple of these down here. Place those like that. Okay. And then over here, we've got to get the... Is that, yep. Says channel. This goes right below. This is gonna go right here. And here we go. There we go.
Fire Gamer said something and retracted, which I missed. But he said, "You're right, Mr. Dorfus. It is a humanoid deer." That's.
A Wendigo is a humanoid
You've taught
deer.
us all something this evening, Mr. Dorfus.
I didn't realize that. Oh boy, look at this. We've got... Are these all... Yeah, we've got all these pieces.
This says, a Wendigo is a supernatural being belonging to the spiritual traditions of Algonquin-speaking First Nations in North America. They're described as powerful monsters that have a desire to kill and eat their victims. In most legends, humans transform into Wendigos because of their greed or weakness. That means that is what I'm going to turn into. Because I'm full of greed and weakness.
That's not true.
It doesn't say anything about a deer, but I'll take your word for it. So we got two of those.
The Algonquin tribe is mentioned in Wayne's World.
Oh.
When they go to speak to Alice Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
And they're in Milwaukee. And he says, "Oh, Milwaukee. Yes, it's actually Algonquin for the good land."
Oh. Surprised you remembered all that.
And then Wayne says, "Does this guy know how to party or what? Huh?" And then they drop down and start saying, "We're not worthy! We're not worthy!"
That's
After he...
crazy.
Well, no, there's one part before that. Because then he says, "All right, well, we're going to head out." They say goodbye, and they're like walking out of Alice Cooper's dressing room. And he's like, "No! Come on, stay! Hang out with us!" And Garth is like, "Yeah! We'll stay and hang out with yous! With Alice Cooper." And then they drop down and start saying, "We're not worthy." Because they were in the presence of a rock icon.
I see.
Did you know in real life that Alice Cooper is a good Christian man?
Oh. I didn't.
You wouldn't think it from that he would be a religious
Has he always
fellow
been?
from since I think he got clean back in like the early and mid 80s, I believe.
Oh.
He's been clean and sober ever since.
Well, that's good for him.
Because he was dangerously close to losing his life at one point. From partying too hard.
So Ghoulie says they are native to the south and the eastern USA. Mr. Dorfus says it has horns. Ghoulie says central US also. Mr. Dorfus says I could beat a Wendigo with my IQ in battle and force. And Ghoulie says he would just shoot the damn thing.
That's probably the
That
best
might be your best bet, yeah. Bum, 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 bum.
If you're...
Make
What?
sure to do.
What do you mean make sure to do?
I was gonna say make sure to like the video, but then I went to look at it and like it myself, and there was already 4 likes on it, so everybody probably already has. So I was trying to trail off and hope nobody heard me.
Make sure to do. Please make sure.
I don't know why you always have to point it out when I do something crazy. Well, have you did today?
I just did.
Well, good. Everybody else, make sure.
Make sure to do.
Here's a mushroom.
I don't think I need that.
Ghoulie says, especially if I use, excuse me, something strong, or I'll just use a flamethrower. Mr. Dorfus says, with my techniques and with Ghoulie with a gun, we can kill like 100 Wendigos.
I think they're on the wildlife preservation list. You might get a visit from the government.
Should I make more of this?
That's up to you.
You can't have any of this sprayed.
That's up to you, dog.
Oh, I thought you were going to call me doll. I thought that
Okay,
was kind
doll.
of cute because you've never done that.
I haven't called you doll.
No, never.
Should I?
I don't know. I never thought about it until just now.
Alright.
Kind of cute.
I'll put it on the list.
A list, you don't call me anything except for Jeff's.
I call you Jessie Bear.
Yeah, that's cute. I like that. Which is funny because I liked those books when I was little.
Mm-hmm. Wait. Oh, what's going on? Oh, we're not supposed to... Okay, I got ahead of myself.
You just got too excited.
It's time for bag number 21. Is that the last bag? Hmm?
Yeah. You ready for it?
Yeah.
You've almost got it in the bag.
Well, be careful you don't break the damn thing.
You sounded like a certain baby pea when you said that.
Well,
Fire Gamer says he could kill one to go with just a sword. And then Ghoulie says, not unless I remove the government along with the Wendigo. I keep yawning.
oh, yeah, what are you doing?
It's been I've not gotten enough sleep this week. We need more ice for our beverages. What about yours?
It's kind of dwindling, but
Do you have more in your cup than your back? Is there more left?
yeah.
Well, why don't I get some ice?
I don't know. Why don't you?
BRB, chat.
Don't call them Chet. Like Chet Stedman. You guys know Chet Stedman from Rookie of the Year, the Rocket, played by the amazing Gary Busey. You guys like Gary Busey? I've always been a big fan of Gary Busey, especially in his performance as Chet Stedman. One of the best Salisbury steaks I ever had in my life. You want some? What a great line. Just imagine. You know? What is going on here?
Here,
Just like that.
here.
That's
Now
a-
you can refill your puppy.
That's
Oh
What'd you do? Oh God. She got water splashes all over the instruction booklet.
no! Good thing it was just water, not something like something gross. It'll dry.
Now they'll never give me a good grade when I send my Lego booklet in to be graded by Wata.
Mr. Dorfus says Jesse is sleepy. I am very sleepy, but I feel good. I don't feel sleepy, but I have not gotten adequate sleep this week. I very much enjoy my job, but my my role as a business owner and manager of other people sometimes gets to be quite hefty on top of my regular job. And this was one of those weeks that was just especially taxing. Lots and lots of work. be done. This is the first. Well, the Lego streams and the fancy dinner were the only fun things I've done this week.
Yeah.
It's nice. Thanks for joining us. It's made a good cap to the week. But I am a little sleepy from all that. Ghoulie says, that movie has the Cubs Rookie of the Year.
It does.
And Mr. Jorfus says, water is enough to ruin a paper. I know. I was trying to not make him mad at me, Mr. Jorfus.
Hey, we've mentioned 2 movies that feature the Chicago Cubs tonight.
What?
Rookie of the Year and Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
The Cubs were in that?
Don't you remember?
Oh,
That's what he said. Hey, batter swing,
Yeah,
they go to the
that's right,
Cubs
that's
game.
right. Yep.
Come on now. What are you?
I'm a little dumb. I'm a little dumb.
Some kind of communist? What is this right here? What is that supposed to do? It's supposed to fit into... This is odd. It's oddish. You even call that oddish. What's this supposed to go into? No, it's definitely that one. It's definitely that one. Now, perhaps yeah, that's right. I did that right. I did that correctly. Where does this seem to... There. Had to shove it in there a little bit further. Oh, what was that? Is that Warrior?
I don't know.
I heard some sort of...
Yeah, it was over there. Hi, Choo Choo Spray. What have you done
Hey,
in your
that's
ear?
That's neat right there. Say, that's pretty neat.
Springer's ear is all scratched and bloody.
It's scratched and bloody.
Yeah, don't you see it from there?
No.
Look.
No. Maybe he was probably fighting with Henderson.
You think?
Yeah,
They fight that hard with each other?
probably.
You don't think he was like itching it? Maybe his gluey feet got stuck to it.
No.
Ripped his skin.
No, I don't think that's what happened.
Ghoulie says they're at Wrigley Field down the foul line. And then he also said, did someone say communism? I don't know if he's excited or mad. Either way, it was just a joke. Don't worry. Mr. Dorfy says, hey, I'm just enjoying my Second Amendment. Wait, my Second Amendist, you communist, the postal guy. We don't understand, Mr. Dorfus. But I think you had a typo, so I'm not sure what you were trying to say. Which is okay, everybody has typos. Excuse me.
It's like everybody poops.
Everybody poops, everybody has typos. Apparently, I poop an intolerable amount that makes you want to divorce me.
I never said that.
You didn't. I think Carrot made that up.
Well, Carrot's always talking
Somebody
shit.
made up lore that's why we had a super divorce. Don't you remember?
Yeah, now I recall. There's that. And... okay, now we got these B says going on like that. Look at the front of that. That's pretty neat, huh?
I can't see it.
Look.
Aww.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah, and weirdly enough, a little while ago I looked up and I saw the back of this thing, and it made me uncomfortable.
What do you mean it made you uncomfortable?
Because just like the way it like looks like a real TV, and I wasn't expecting it. Like, I just hadn't really paid attention to the back, and it was just like a tiny TV.
That's made her uncomfortable.
It looks, because it's got like the manufacturer sticker on it.
Yeah.
And like the little vents.
Because it's legit.
Well.
Now. This and... see, here's a problem where the no sorting is a bit of a bother. There are a bunch of big plate pieces, and then a bunch of tiny pieces that have been mixed in, so the plates cover up the tiny ones and obscure my view as I search for the pieces that I need. And I don't appreciate that. So now I'm looking for this kind of dish, this translucent dish. And, wait, okay, I see. I see what they mean. All right, like that. And then you've got this little microphone looking piece that goes through here. I guess to hold that in place. And then, look. It's a me, Mario. There's our Mario piece. Okay. There he is. And this is going to go...
oh, he meant to say Second Amendment rights.
Oh.
Hey, I'm just doing my Second Amendment rights, you communist.
Mm.
That's what I thought.
Oh.
A piece?
There's our Mario. And then what? We've got a piece that goes over top of it somehow. Just a little tiny speckle right there. Because that caps it. Make sure it doesn't fall off. Something like that. I guess that's good. Okay. And now we put the faceplate on like this. Are you sure? Instructions. This is what you want me to do? Because I'm doing it. Faceplate's going on.
Yay.
Okay, the faceplate's on. And now we need this. Woo, look at all these that we got to do now. All these little pieces. One after the damn next. And
Would you like me to help? And then Mr. Gooley, Mr. Gooley says, USSR, communism is key. Lots of exclamation points. And then Mr. Dorfer says, Moscow.
Moscow.
Moskau. I thought it was Musaku, but it's not right.
I think he's joking around and being
see.
silly about saying Moscow.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry.
He's doing it in a silly way.
Bing, 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 bing.
Times like this in a Lego set can be a real bugbear. A bugaboo. Remember that song by Beyonce? A bugaboo?
Yeah.
Why was she talking about a bugaboo?
I don't know.
Remember that song by Snoop Dogg where he's talking about seeing the same hoe
No?
over and over again?
No. Carrie says no sorting ever.
I
I
probably...
thought you wanted me to help you with the squares, the big chocolate bar. Kind of offended that you didn't want me to help you.
Well, there's not... I mean, we can't both do this at the same time.
Can I throw the squares at you?
No.
Why?
They'll get lost in translation. Be lost in the shuffle. You can see if there's anything crazed next time. On the
Crazed where?
on the next page.
Fine.
While I'm doing this, maybe just... Hey, be nice.
Do you want me to build that?
I think that goes on top of this, so we can't do
Fine.
that yet.
Whatever.
Hey.
Carrot said I'm evil.
Well, you're acting evil right now. Talking about throwing pieces when we're so close to being done.
That's not evil. It's like mildly annoying, maybe. Not evil.
It's evil, all right.
You're supposed to stick up for me. We
I'm-
had vows that we exchanged.
I know.
You're supposed to say you're supposed to be perfect.
Well, you're supposed to be nice. You're supposed to not talk about destroying the creations of...
This is the piece you're looking for.
No, not quite.
This one.
No, I need these right here. This is what I need. Seems like they
Mr.
could've-
Dorfer says, "Oh, Jess is going to rebel." And Gully laughed at the fact that I said we had vows. Do you
Well,
remember in our vows when I told you not to make fun of me on streams?
mm-hmm. I'm sorry that I've...
Divorce!
Well...
Mhm.
Okay, we need this.
Carrot says I'm pulling a Jedi mind trick. What would that be? I got you ice for your drink and you're sitting there with it. Why don't you pour some more in there?
Cause I'm trying to marathon here.
Well, I know.
We're so close to the finish line.
Oh, I see.
Don't do it yet.
But there's a fiddle stick
It's
here.
the
that I
big-
can...
You're gonna ruin the big reveal. You can't ruin the big reveal. Ah, here we go. And where's this one? Okay. All right. So then we have to flip this back over, and yeah. There we go. And then we've got 2 blue strips. Now I can use the blue strip that you wanted to give to me.
Hey,
And one more right there.
I've been
How
waiting
about-
all day for this.
Thank you.
And the smoked cigarettes.
Yeah.
Why'd you say yes so fast?
Because you're silly.
Well, that one stream you just kept trying to get everybody to smoke cigarettes.
I know.
Ghoulie says he's gonna make that vow when he gets married. I shall defend you on stream. That's what you should do. That's what a good husband does.
I've always defended you on stream.
No, you haven't. You've thrown me under the bus.
Except for when you've thrown me under the bus. Look, here, I'll give you your pour.
Showcase the ice that I labored for.
There you go.
Thanks. You
Right.
look very fancy this evening.
Thank you.
Nice.
I
It's
appreciate
nice
that.
to look across the table and see you.
I'm glad you feel that way and you don't feel disappointed. And
You look very dapper. You've got like you look like a maybe a very young college professor. You've got your hair in a man bun,
yeah.
your glasses and your suit,
Mm-hmm.
your tweed jacket with the elbow pads.
I don't think it's tweed. What is tweed?
It's like that carpet material. It's like brown. You know what I mean? And it's like
Does
so
it have to be brown? Or are there
almost
different colors of
no,
tweed?
there's different colors, but it's like, you know, like when you have like you know what twine, like the brown twine. It's like
Yeah.
that's like what tweed feels like. It's like a suit made out of that. Ah,
Oh,
hold on. I think it's usually brown though. Tweed jacket. I don't know what it's made out of.
there's a
There's a gray one.
semi-famous
Man, they're expensive.
tweed coats are.
This
Maybe I'll
one's
invest.
$500. Maybe you do want to be a professor.
Maybe I'll get a tweed jacket next time.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
kind of
not.
like a mix between like a flannel shirt pattern and a suit coat.
Oh,
See,
I like
it's-
that.
Yeah, I
Actually
figured
like
you
that.
would. Yeah.
I would wear one of those.
Well-
Maybe I'll get one of those when I do my
This
I'm gonna-
one's $500, but there's cheaper ones.
Hmm.
Let's see. Let's see what other. It looks like they do come in different colors. I don't want a women's tweed jacket. I don't care about that right now.
We could get matching tweed jackets.
I just don't like it's called tweed.
Yeah, I like that.
It's like a good brother jacket. Just don't get the ones with the elbow pads. I never understood why that was maybe functionality.
'Cause look at this.
Well, yeah, I know.
You're doing this at like your desk a lot, and you can wear your elbows out. So they probably put the pads in there to prevent that from happening.
See, this is more like what I think of when I think of like the older style ones. This one's $150.
Hmm.
Fancy
Not so
jacket.
bad.
No.
I like that $500 one you showed me.
Yeah, I knew you would. It's a nice looking suit jacket.
Maybe I'll put that on the list for when I become successful.
Okay. Mr. Dorfus says, luckily there's no chewy mud ASMR today.
That's true. We've
I
run
could get
out.
something. Kara says you look like a hip youth pastor.
I don't think so. I've never seen a
And-
youth pastor wearing what I'm wearing tonight.
Your pants are too tight. That would be a sin. You'd be sinning by just having those on.
I don't think so. No.
They're very against tight pants in the church.
Well, not in every church.
In all churches. Mr. Dorfus says you look like Jesus.
People have said.
They do. They do.
But I know, not tonight. Never saw Jesus with a man bun. I don't think he would have done that. Probably for the best. What?
It would have been nice sometimes. Maybe he's doing some squats or something, you know? You want to put your hair up.
Well, maybe, but I'm not a... I generally don't agree with...
You have a man bun right now.
I know. I'm not saying that I you can make the case that I shouldn't. I shouldn't be doing the man bun. Case could be made.
Well, you know, why not? I mean, I'm a lady and my hair is long and I put it up in a bun sometimes. Sometimes you have to. Ghoulie says he thinks he's clocking out. Good night. You already know I'll give updates next time I hop on stream. Well, we look forward to that.
All right, Ghoulie.
We always like having you around, Mr. Ghoulie. I hope things continue to go in the right direction with your lady pal.
And if you'd like to see how this looks and functions, then make sure you check the stream once it's posted up. And you can get a look at the damn thing as it's moving along.
Mr. Dorfus says Marge at the barber says just cut a little. The barber makes her bald. Marge says you made an impression and screams inside.
Whoa.
It doesn't sound like a good haircut experience.
Mm-mm.
I would not like to go to the haircut place and have that happen to me. Although, it's funny you used the word Marge, the name Marge, because when I lose my voice and it starts to come back, I sound like a very old woman who's been smoking her whole life, and I call that my alter ego, Marge.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Marge.
Like Marge from The Simpsons.
I always think of Marge from Pee-wee.
Large Marge.
Large Marge, yeah. The truck driver.
Mm-hmm.
She gets all scary eyes.
Yeah, it's one of the best parts of the movie. Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
You guys like Pee-wee Herman? Pee-wee's Playhouse? Pee-wee's Big Adventure? The last movie was really fun. With Joe Manganiello.
You are obsessed with Joe. I hear you talk about Joe Manganiello like once a week. Why don't you just call him up already?
He's got a lot of good stuff going on.
Well,
Live a little, you know?
you say that about everything.
Well, that's what he says, and it's true. It's good advice. Don't sit cloistered up in your house all the time. Live a little. Go on an adventure. Take your motorcycle out. Have a road trip. Heck, go down the street to Burger King if you haven't done that in a while. Get yourself a milkshake. Not too many. I don't have too many
I
milkshakes.
could go
but,
for a milkshake right now.
but, you know, if you've been doing well and you're firing on all cylinders, every now and again, have yourself a milkshake. Just go ahead and do it. You won't regret it. Unless you allow yourself to start drinking milkshakes constantly and unceasingly, then you will regret it because you'll become unhealthy from too much sugar intake.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not good. We don't want that.
No.
We want healthy people and healthy friends.
You can be like me and make it out of protein powder, but you yell at me when I tried to make those swaps. Protein shake. Make a protein shake and you freeze it and you have a healthy milkshake.
That's not.
Let's do it. We'll make protein shakes tonight. We'll stick them in the freezer. They'll be ready to go tomorrow.
That's not living a little.
What if you just want to live a smidge? What if you want to live a long time?
You will live a long time. Maybe.
And you want to get swole.
Then you can still have a milkshake. Have you not heard Jocko talk about it?
Yeah, but he's so deep in the game. He's been jacked for like 20 years. He's been looking good for a long time.
Well,
He could probably have like 50 milkshakes before it would like do
oops.
an ounce of damage to him.
But he wouldn't do that.
I know he wouldn't, but I'm saying
He would let himself have one every now and again.
I've only had like a year of progress. It's not been super linear. So, you know, a milkshake is going to do a lot more damage to my goals than it would to Jocko.
Well,
His body's more resilient than mine.
well.
I'll look like I ate 20 milkshakes if I have one milkshake. You
No,
see?
that's not true.
No, it's true. It's
That's
true.
not quite right.
Jorfus wants to know, are you drinking beer again, Nick?
Nope, not right now. Like in my life, will I? Yes. Right now, no. Not during Sober Janutober. This is no alcohol month for me. At all.
What's your favorite milkshake flavor?
I like...
I know what you like.
What?
Well, it might be a split between two.
What would you say?
Chocolate peanut butter.
That's correct.
And if that wasn't your most favorite, I know you like a chocolate malted.
I do like a chocolate malted
Which
as well.
which do you prefer?
Probably, well, I mean, technically one is
A milkshake,
different
one's a
thing.
malt.
Yeah.
Mr. Dorfus likes strawberry.
That is a good
That's
milkshake.
a good milkshake, yeah.
I do like those as well.
Carrot says Happy Lunar New Year tomorrow, everybody.
Happy. Wait a second.
Mr. Dorfus says, when Nick is out, people will tell him, hey, good looking.
Huh.
That's what I say to him.
Thanks.
You're welcome. One time, when the wife was at home, Nick was out in Texas, somebody did tell him, hey, good looking at a wedding.
Yeah,
Another gentleman
he did.
liked your appeal,
He did.
told you you had something going on.
Mm-hmm.
One time I was working a convention, and Nick was helping me run my booth, and a middle-aged, I would say 40-something-year-old woman came over and kept trying to ask him if he did tattoos. He's like, no, but my wife here does. And she's like, oh, no, I think you should do tattoos. And then she's like, let me show you this tattoo on my crotch, basically. Started showing him all these tattoos and was flirting with him. And he kept just saying, oh, well, you know, I don't really do tattoos. And then she left. And he's like, that lady was weird. I was like, she was flirting with you. She was flirting with you.
Maybe.
She wanted you to look at her strange crotch tattoo. She wanted you to fix it for her.
I know what
Even
that
though
means.
you have no skills to do so. I'll give her 10 points for the ballsiness of hitting on you directly in front of your wife.
Well, she didn't know that.
You told her
Oh,
a couple times.
well.
You kept saying, my wife is the tattoo artist. And then she was like, that's okay. I want you to do this for me.
Well,
You're off kilter back here. Or on one side. Man, no. Yeah? Are you trying to make it level or not?
well, I'm trying to see what the hell is happening here. Trying to see how this is supposed to. They don't really. That doesn't make sense. Hold on. I need to flip back a little bit.
Now I've got that song in my head.
Which and
The Hey Good Looking.
why do you have that song in your
Because
head?
that's what Jorphus said. When people say, hey good looking.
Hmm.
So now I've got the song in my head.
Hmm.
What you got cooking? You have it backwards.
Huh?
Swivel it this way.
No, 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 no,
So
no,
it's the
no.
same.
That's not what I'm. That's not what
Oh.
I'm worried with. It's.
Do you want the popper?
Well, hold on. I'm just trying to look. Okay, so that's. Wait, what the shit? What's wrong with these people? Where's that supposed to be? Right here? Okay, and then.
It's on the other side. Yeah.
Okay, like that.
Happy. What does Happy Lunar
It's
New Year entail?
It's the new year
Mhm.
in
In moons?
in the Orient.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can we do anything? Should we celebrate?
I don't know. I don't know what to do about that.
Fire Gamer just said, I think I'm the only one here.
Are you the
Well,
only one left, Fire
no,
Gamer?
I think Carrot and Jorphus are both still here, but it says in the live chat that there's only one person, but I'm here. That's 4 people. It doesn't know how to count.
Maybe they're trying to embarrass me.
We're all still here.
We're all right. We're all right.
No. Yeah.
You know that song?
Mm-hmm.
You know what show that's from?
Isn't it the hot sauce?
No,
What is it?
it's from that 70s show.
Oh, that's it. I knew it was on something silly.
Mm.
Are you done?
Supposedly.
Sing a song about it. Da, 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 da.
So here is the well, hold on, we're gonna have to hook this up. We gotta hook up our system. There we go. We plug in the controller. Oops. There. There. Okay. Like that. Now, of course, the first thing you do when you're playing a game such as this,
Don't fall over.
yep. The first thing you want to do, I'm going to take this down now so we can see it properly. Of course, the first thing you have to do when you want to play your Nintendo Entertainment System is you want to take your game and you want to go ahead and slide that in and press it down there. And we got our controller right here. We got our video game. Jess, would you like to turn the crank?
Sure. As long as I don't break it.
To do 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 Look at that. Isn't that
Pretty
neat?
cute. Should I go faster?
Do a speed run. Look at him go, guys. How cool is that?
See if you can go backwards. You can't. Oh.
Great job, everybody.
We did it.
Yes. Fantastic. There it is. That's got to be one of the best Lego sets they've ever done.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Don't you think? Yeah, I really do think.
You want to show everybody how fancy you look in your suit?
Nah, no one cares about that.
I care.
Fire Gamer says that looks so awesome. It is so awesome. I would highly recommend getting yourself one of these for your personal collection. I think you can still find them without too much trouble. I don't think the price has been marked up too much yet.
Mr. Dorfus says, congratulations.
Thank you. Cheers to everybody. Cheers. Clink.
What
So
should we
there it
build
is.
next? What do you have left?
We've got to do the
We got a
Seinfeld.
What else you got?
We got,
The upside down?
yeah, we got Seinfeld and we got the Upside Down, the Stranger Things set. And I think those are the only two.
Anybody have a preference? We got to vote in the chat whether we do. What is the Seinfeld one? Is it like the diner or the apartment?
It's Jerry's apartment.
Jerry's apartment. Are there more than just that one, or is that the
Not
only
yet.
one they made?
Not yet.
Do you think there will be more?
There might be. I don't have any Star Wars, Jorfus. We've got Seinfeld or Stranger Things next. It'll be one of those two. And I've got some ideas in the pipeline for once we get those two finished.
Fire Gamer votes for the upside down. That's a
All
pretty
right.
cool one. You have like the upside down, but also the right side up. It's like
Yeah, you
you
flip
get the
it.
both. Yeah, that one's pretty neat.
Stranger Things. All right,
that
Stranger
looks
Things
like
it is.
It's gonna win, which I'm excited. So we'll probably start that on the weekend next week.
Yep.
If we have some, I'm off on Wednesdays, so maybe sometimes a Tuesday night, maybe we can squeeze it in. But
Yeah,
we'll have to
perhaps.
see how it's going.
All right. Well, everyone, thanks again for hanging out as we put together this nice little Lego NES. And, of course, if you haven't done so, please like the video, comment below, sub to the channel if you ain't done it yet, bong the gong for notifications, hit the bell, turn it to all so you get all notifications when new videos go live here. That gives you the best opportunity to maybe get notified if YouTube feels telling you. And follow me on Twitter at SuperDivorce, on Instagram at SuperDivorceBand, and listen to Super Divorce music on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, wherever you stream your shit, you can find Super Divorce.
Wherever you poop your pants.
Wherever you poop your pants.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about that. So,
Thanks for joining us. We always appreciate and enjoy talking to all of you.
thanks, y'all. See you next time, maybe. And take real good care. Keep kicking ass. Love you lots. Lord willing, I'll be back very soon with another video for you to watch. Bye-bye.